No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Free A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Volunteers will kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. To the 25. They'll run it from the gun. It's a fumble. Got the first down and still on his feet. Racing down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, you want to make a statement early in a game. Your first offensive possession, you go 75 yards for the touchdown. Their opponent right now is literally in shock and awe. They're in disbelief. They don't even know what hit them.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Pope. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Byrne. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on first down. Hauls it in.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown ball! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Send out this offense. swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
The Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. If you're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal, just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense here.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Flying down the right side. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. to pass. Throwing right. Got his man. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We reach the brink. Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air on second down. Working that left side now. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Volunteers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Tennessee. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Send that offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll go with a direct snap. Crosses the 45. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the timing just a hair off. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The short hands, it's Hawkins. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Right on the money. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. It's a draw. He breaks the tackle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to the back. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And the extra point puts them on top by one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Across the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Burns. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Back to pass on second down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. His home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Quick release on the RPO.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown ball! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to. Play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Trying to bull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Trying to punch it in. He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game.
That keeps the score. Tennessee.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Burns. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
So now it's second and long. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The Red Hawks of Miami are just steamrolling their way to victory. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing.
Number 15,
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd. The Sneak scores it.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Makes a move. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th.
Tennessee, 42. Arkansas, 33.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Pope. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Finds some room. A big play as he takes it all the way down to the 17-yard line before going out of bounds.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Burns. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burns. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And the gamble by the head coach and play caller pays off. Of course, if that's incomplete, it stops the clock. So they needed to have it. Great execution at a time where it was so critical.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation